Hello, 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 and welcome to my next reaction to Supernatural. So, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Between filming the last reaction and this reaction, I've gotten a bit frustrated. I am dealing with some technical, let's call it like a nuisance more than technical issues. But it's enough to have really frustrated me, and I don't even know if I fixed it. I'm not going to go into the whole thing because, that would just be a long explanation that most of you probably don't care about. But just so you know, I'm going into this episode a bit frustrated and just really hoping that this recording goes well, but you know what? Come on. Supernatural. Let's have a fun episode. Really brighten my spirits a little bit, okay? I need it right now. All right, let's get into it. Oh, hello.
I came when you asked. Okay, a trifle peaky. You truly have it.
And it's yours. If you hold up your end of the bargain. I've had a good life, thanks to you. Very few of the world's secrets I haven't cracked. It seemed worth a soul at the time.
Oh, it always does.
Destroy that thing.
Show me the object first.
The horn of Joshua, touched by the hand of God.
Okay.
Easy there. Now tear that thing up. Thank God. I don't think I have long.
Very prescient of you.
Oh! Oh. Damn. Oh no. I don't know.
Amateurs.
How do I know you even escaped, Lucifer? He's not making you say all this.
Honestly, your cynicism is depressing.
Oh shit.
Yes, powerful enough to help destroy a force like the darkness.
Oh, Lucifer.
Tell me you haven't been searching for such a thing.
The hand of God? Of course we have.
Thought as much.
Crowley.
Sam!
They need to stop doing that.
I don't feel any different for all of your promises.
Madi ilutasa seralum iluta. Where do you think?
Oh my goodness!
I'll
Sorry.
do just as I promised.
For the shrillness.
Who are you again?
Oh, but I'm so happy.
You're his mother.
See what, dear?
Uncle Crowley's mother.
Uncle.
He tried controlling me when I was a child. Did he send you to bring me back?
Heavens, no. My son and I loathe each other.
And why are you helping me?
Because you're going to win,
Good question.
dear. Yes, I know about the grievance between you and your brother and his archangel.
I have my own axe to grind with Lucifer.
Also, how are you here?
And yet you live.
Like yourself, I'm a survivor.
Hey, I'm not
Long
complaining.
ago, secreted within my person, a wee casket of powerful magic.
when the spell inside me sensed my life force ebbing, it went to work.
Okay. Listen, I don't care how it happened. I'm just happy that it did. Rowena!
Joshua. As in the Joshua that won the Battle of Jericho.
And I'm willing to entrust it to your capable hands. What?
If?
Say thank you. You think these things grow on bloody trees?
Shut the crap, Crowley.
I'll give you the horn if you help me exorcise Lucifer from Castiel's vessel and then return him immediately to the cage.
Now where is this horn?
Safely hidden, naturally.
Crowley, even if we could exorcise Lucifer out of Cass, the cage is damn near impenetrable. It took a spell from the Book of the Damned to spring Lucifer, and Rowena hid the book.
We would need both the book and her.
Did I say this would be easy? No.
Crowley.
Do you even know where Rowena is?
Rotting somewhere, I assume. Lucifer snapped her neck.
Well, about that. Oh, I'm excited.
Lucifer. Jophiel. How's it hanging? Easy there. Castiel, one of heaven's most wanted, possessed by heaven's most hated. I come in peace. I just want to be a part of the action again. Brothers!
Oh! Oh! This is gonna be a whole mess now, isn't it?
Trying to smite the darkness was a bust, huh?
That.
You exploded Jophiel.
Or did Jophiel explode himself? Just saying.
God cast you out of heaven.
And who do you think spread that tabloid headline? It's Captain G, the Eternal One. And why? Because I didn't buy in to his obsessive, compulsive love for mankind. I have to tell you people what a mess mankind is. The Salem witch trials, Twin Towers. Sure, every once in a while I'll sit down and plague to straighten them out. Humanity brought us Hiroshima and got a redo. I merely questioned his priorities. I got the boot.
He said you're evil.
Incarnate. Evil incarnate.
It's marketing. He's creating a need in the consumer's mind. Can't be a super savior if you don't have a super villain.
So what do you want? Sure. This room is so tense right now.
Pickle, you mean the darkness.
You can reason with her?
Got that. But I can lock her away. This time for good.
Are they required to wear
Pops didn't tell you that, huh?
various
Once
shades of gray?
Gotten rid of her, you'll want to stay around?
Well, I like the way you think.
They all seem
Man, am I jazzed.
thrilled.
If it makes you comfy, could call me God.
Oh goodness.
Okay, let's just
Oh
put it in
goodness.
reverse. We will put Lucifer back in the cage after we put Amaro back on ice. It has to happen in that order, otherwise there is no Lucifer, there's no cage, there's no nothing.
He spent years marinating in hate against us.
Problem is, we may need him.
He's been down this road with Amaro before. He might be the only one powerful enough to use the horn against
He had me cleaning the floors with my tongue. He called me puppy. He made me beg.
Come on, is this what this is about, huh? You're smarter than this, come on.
Dean's right. Priority is to put the horn in Lucifer's hands and set him loose on Amara.
What if he doesn't make it?
Dude, it's a strong vessel. It's held Cass for years, and we know what he's been through. I'm guessing it can hold Lucifer.
It? It's not an it. It's
No.
Cass.
And Cass, wanted to do this.
Yeah, well, there's times I want to get slapped during sex by a girl wearing a Zorro mask. I don't make it a good idea.
Dean, this is exactly how we screw ourselves. We make the heart choice instead of the smart choice.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Dr. Phil. Cass is family.
Yes, and his choice deserves to be respected.
Even if it kills him.
Wow.
It's killing me.
The vessel is healing nicely. Soon you'll be ship-shape Bristol fashion.
You seem pleased with my progress, but I don't sense in you the capacity for kindness or concern.
Kindness gets you a hug, not a seat at the big boys' table.
And what is it you want?
Like yourself, I want revenge on Lucifer. But
Believe that.
I'm told my tastes run towards the catastrophic.
Aye, the Winchesters say you are all about destruction.
The Winchesters are right. What they call destruction, I call renovation. My blueprints, not God's.
That's my girl. Do things the way you would have done them.
And where do you fit into that?
I'm not comforted by any of this.
Provide you with information on troublesome brothers and Lucifer, their plans. And even if it is born out of my own self-interest, I care about you. I'm someone you can talk with, confide in. Have you ever had that?
I've always been alone.
Oh, you don't have to be, darling.
Rowena.
Whatever you're doing, it seems to be working. Maybe I should try a little test.
I know I can count on you. But what about your people? They on board, or you need to do a little wing twisting?
Think about it.
Don't you think about it too long. You know what they say, he who hesitates disintegrates.
You know, this is a dick move, Crowley. Even for you. You're not being reasonable.
I don't have to be reasonable. I'm the king.
Whoa. Oh goodness. Or oh darkness. One of those. Smirking. Just smirking.
Clearly, my expertise is going to come in handy, because God knows what's next. Ouch. I almost forgot. God doesn't care.
Wow.
Okay. I'm back.
Why are we arguing? We all know he has to go back in the cage.
Yes, well, it makes sense. In order to take her out, Lucifer has got to have the horn of Joshua. He does her, we do him. Check, please.
What are the Winchesters preparing to do?
No, nothing. Paralyzed with fear. They don't know what to do.
You're right. Actually handy to have around.
Thanks. Lovely of you to say.
Oh, Rowena.
Crowley,
What have you gotten yourself into?
The crux of it. This isn't a negotiation. I have the high cards and you have, hold on, give me a second, let me have a look. No cards!
Oh!
My offer stands.
When we sprung Lucifer from the cage, we had Rowena and the Book of the Damned. Both of which we will need to put him back in the cage, both of which are gone.
Guys, look at this.
Woo! Oh! Okay, she is iconic.
I hate this.
Yeah.
Oh, we were just
By the way, where the hell is
moving right along.
I mean,
We should be using Lucifer, not icing.
I'm aware. So I'll be standing right here, should you hesitate.
The hand that giveth can so quickly taketh away. But you never did say exactly where you'd been this whole time.
Same as you, Fergus. Hiding. Once the Dark Prince knew I was alive.
No mucking about like last time. The warding and the holy fire won't keep an archangel but for a moment.
The weapon by which its bearer can crush the darkness forever. Sam, now!
I'm sorry, I can't help but just say that I know that Misha is having so much fun playing this.
Wow. There it is. Powered up by Dad himself. That bad boy plus me, that ought to take her out all right. Let's get to it.
We have a lot more episodes in this season. I'm not sure. Something's gonna go wrong.
Yes? Dean? Yes? We don't have a whole lot of time, okay? You got to Yes?
Woo! He's got to one. You boys. Ooh, you almost had me there for a minute, but these mail order spells, they're just not what they're cracked up to be, are they?
Yes, expel him! You gotta kick Lucifer out, you hear me?
I think he's happy with the arrangement. I mean, he did invite me in and all.
Oh my goodness.
Crowley, what are you doing here?
Is this the Winchester's kitchen?
Sort of. I come here in my mind to pass the time. For some reason, it has excellent reception.
What's wrong with you?
Well, he mostly just leaves me alone. I'm just waiting here, you know, for the battle. The darkness.
He's really got his hooks in you. Snap out of it. The Winchesters have trapped the abomination so that you can expel him, so that they can put him back in the cage.
Well, that doesn't sound like a very good idea.
In your current state, you're in no position to judge.
Wait, that was Dean I saw a minute ago, wasn't it?
Yes.
And he wants me to expel Lucifer?
Yes.
Well, you may have a more objective view of the situation. Maybe I should.
So let's do it now, before it's too late.
It already is.
Oh. Wow. Gang's all here.
You want to put me back in the cage? Well, I'm not going anywhere, and neither are you.
It's getting kind of crowded in there.
Time. You said it yourself, you wanted this.
Can't you people do anything right? Whilst all this dithering goes on, we're losing time. Look, the warding's beginning to fail.
Yes, what the hell?
Oh! Sheesh!
What in my throat?
I was gonna say, Sam, come on, start reciting.
Bishop, we're the same as Majesty.
Omnis Incursio Infernalis Adversari, Diabolica. Ergo Retractum Maledicte, Omnis Diabolica.
Useless. Lucifer's hold on him is too strong.
Light the fire!
Oh, great. This'll be fun.
Well,
Have a seat.
Let me guess. Is it the darkness? Wow! We got like all the major players in this episode.
Dear nephew, my, how you've changed. I was tracking her when she left my side.
Uh-huh. I don't know. I don't know that this is gonna work. Uh-huh. Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Chill. Chill. Cass is in there. Chill.
I think you and I need to have a nice long chat.
Ah!
Cass?
Oh my.
Like mother, like son, huh? They both took exactly 1 split second to take off when things started going south.
Yep. Yeah.
By the way,
My guess she's played the odds. When sucking up to Lucifer didn't work out, maybe she thought Mara was the best bet. Then she heard Lucifer had a shot, so she switched horses again.
apparently, Archangel plus God power doesn't trump God's sister.
But if the thing has to be used by God's chosen, then maybe an Archangel who got the boot doesn't qualify. By the way, Horn's out of ammo, so...
So back to square one.
Yep.
Great. Go
Listen,
team.
I know I came down on the side of wanting Cass to deal with Amara. So...
Well, that's what he wanted, though, right? That's what you said that we were going to swear off, get in the way when one person makes a choice the other doesn't agree with?
Yeah. Yeah, we did say that. Okay. So that's our policy.
Well, let's go find that idiot and bring him home.
You probably want to finish me. But you may want to rethink your position, because I could actually be of use to you.
Really?
You hadn't considered? We both have an axe to grind with God. I know his soft spots.
I don't know that she's gonna buy
Do you
this.
for one moment think that I would actually consider trusting you? I did trust you once. You and my brother conspired to seal me away for eons. You might be of some use to me.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Um,
Now we're talking.
As God's favorite, you may be the one thing in all of creation that he still cares about. The one thing that could finally make him show himself.
I don't like where this is going. Because of Cass, obviously. You know.
He can witness the utter destruction of all his creation before he himself is swept away.
You're expecting him. I wouldn't wait up. I'm pretty sure he caught the last train out.
You'll see, won't we?
Well, that was quite something. Well, this was certainly a very, very interesting episode. You know what it felt like in a lot of ways? Because we did have pretty much all of the major players of the season in this episode. It felt like we're kind of moving chess pieces towards the end game. because I hate to say it, but, you know, given the fact that we have quite a few episodes left of this season, I wasn't necessarily anticipating Lucifer just being able to take out the darkness. Okay, there was some really important kind of moving about the chessboard, but it felt a lot like a build-up episode that had the potential to be a big episode, but because of the episode number, I was sort of like, I don't know, you know? And that's not to say that Supernatural has not had super big episodes and big moments in, you know, episodes that aren't the last few episodes. But, you know, just in general, I was sort of thinking, I don't know that that's going to happen here. However, a lot of things that I really did like about this episode, even though it did seem like it was a lot of buildup in some ways. First of all, the opening. I've said this before, and it's kind of a weird thing to say. You guys know I love Crowley. But I love when they show how ruthless he is. It doesn't always come up because he's such an entertaining character and he's such a funny character a lot of the time. And, you know, he shouldn't be endearing, but he is kind of a situation. And, you know, whenever they show him kind of with a little bit more of a brutal nature, I do appreciate it because it kind of reminds you a little bit of who he is. So I actually appreciated that opening, as weird as that is to say. You know, I've said this before, I'm sure I will say it again by the end of the season or whenever all of this wraps up, but I know Misha is having a fantastic time with this sort of new role that he has. Particularly with that scene with all of the angels and all of that. I thought that, you know, his performance is just stellar, in my opinion, here. However, all that being said, I want Cass back. I'm like Dean. I want Cass back. I love, okay, how do I say this? Lucifer is quite fascinating and entertaining to watch, but he stresses me out. He stresses me out. I want Cass back. I want Cass back. On that, one of my favorite scenes of this episode was the whole situation within, I mean, I guess, Cass's mind, if you will. However you want to put it. I found that sequence to be really, really interesting, and I honestly wish it was a bigger part of the episode, in my opinion. And I know that this episode had a lot in it, a lot of characters to address, and a lot of moving pieces, as I said. So I'm not, you know, I get it, but I would have really loved if that was like a really big focus of this episode, and kind of addressing that a little bit more. I would have loved that. Yeah, wow, there was just a lot to take in with this episode, and if I'm being honest, the technical nuisance that I mentioned earlier in the reaction, it hasn't stopped. So I'm a bit frustrated under all of this. So I'm trying to get through these thoughts before I have to start troubleshooting everything for, I have a feeling, a while. Anyway, obviously the best part of this episode for me was seeing Rowena. And I was okay, you know, I always get a little annoyed with Supernatural to have the guest starring, and then there it is, the surprise is ruined, but she showed up, I think, like a second after her name showed up, so I'm not gonna get that mad. I'm not gonna get that mad here. But Oh my goodness. I genuinely was really, really upset when she died. And for various reasons, I told you all of them, I'm pretty sure, in that reaction. And I knew that there was going to be a possibility that she could show up again. And I'm very happy that she did. I'm a little bit maybe surprised that they didn't make it like more of like a big reveal. You know? Add some excitement to that. But that's okay. I mean, you don't always have to do that. I'm just surprised that they didn't work that in somehow. It was kind of just like, oh, there she is. And the explanation of how she survived, you know, is it a little like, well, there it is. Sure. But I'm okay with it. I don't really care how. I'm just glad that she's back. And she's another, you know, do I root for her? A lot of times, no. Do I agree with her decisions? A lot of times, no. Is she super entertaining? Yes. I love watching her. I think the performance is just absolutely stellar, and I'm just so happy that she's back. You know, as much as there was a lot of tension, there was a lot of kind of leading up to sort of a big showdown with Lucifer and the darkness. I didn't think that much was going to come of that, and to, you know, maybe barring that last scene. Oh, this is going to get messier and messier. And will God actually show up? I guess we'll have to see. But, you know, it definitely felt after all of it that this was sort of a build-up. And the one thing that I think this episode successfully did was yet again emphasize the desperation of this fight. And I feel like they didn't necessarily need to do that, but I think they really showcased it here. We already have Cass and his decision with all of this Lucifer stuff. That shows a certain kind of desperation even on its own, right? But we're also sort of, the fact that the past few episodes have been, in my opinion, very, like, mostly standalone, kind of monster of the week, case of the week type of episodes. But it always starts with, you know, like Sam and Dean researching how to defeat Amara. How do we get a weapon to defeat Amara? Where can we locate this, that, you know? And then a lot of that kind of unfolds here in this episode. And it still didn't work. Like they said, back to square one. So I think if nothing else, yes, this was a bit of a build-up episode, but I think it also showcased how desperate this situation is, how it seems hopeless. Do I think it's going to remain that way? No, I don't. But I think that this episode accomplished that. All right. I'm going to go take a few breaths and then futz around with my camera for a bit and see if I can fix whatever is going on. We shall see. All right. I think that is about it. If you would like to support me on Patreon or subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. But if not, I'm just happy that you are here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.